Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Orton Gillingham Coaching. Today, I would like to talk about fluency stories or decodable passages and give you some tips to build reading confidence in your students. When we think about fluency, often we think about speed, but fluency is actually more than that. It's about expression, comprehension, and automaticity, or being automatic with the reading. It's a bridge between sounding words out and actually enjoying the story. So what are fluency stories or decodable passages? They are short, carefully written texts that match the skills, the phonics skills your students are learning. So instead of random sentences, they get to practice specific skills in their reading. How do we use these fluency stories in our lessons? First, we start with modeling. So when I'm tutoring a child, I will read the passage out loud myself, and then sometimes I have to do it more than once. And this gives the student a clear example of pace and expression that I expect them to use eventually. And it also shows them that reading isn't just about saying the words, it's also about telling a story. Next, we have our students practice. And the students can practice reading alone or in a small group. And one idea that I like to use is recording the students so that they can play it back and see themselves improving over time. They can also just see themselves reading, and they can hear it and understand what we're talking about when we say inflection and those things. Another thing that works well is paired reading, pairing one student with another student, and one student reads and the other student gives feedback, and then they switch. And you can also do some fun activities. So one idea would be to let a student act out a story and role play, and they can even do some kind of quick expression check where they reread one line with as much feeling as possible. So these activities can make reading a little bit more memorable and show what you mean when you're saying, give it some fun, give it some expression. When you're doing an assessment with reading, you really want to pay attention to more than just the accuracy of the words. That's important. But you also do want to notice their inflection, their comprehension, whether they're reading with expression, and all of these factors make up the marker of fluency, not just the one thing. So in your assessment, you want to see how they're coming along in those aspects as well. The bigger picture? First, don't expect fluency right away. Some passages are going to take your students several times to read before they're confident, and that's all normal. Second is, remember that these passages are reinforcing phonics rules in real content. So they're much more powerful than isolated drills because the students can actually see the rules working inside a story. Third, fluency stories are the place where students connect the dots between decoding words and actually reading a story. So this is where kids begin to see themselves shine as real readers. As a final word, fluency isn't just about speed, it's about confidence and joy and expression in reading. If you would like to try out fluency stories in your lessons, I have a free link below to a floss fluency story. You can check that out. And a lot of packets that I have are, when you're ready for more, have decodable stories. Generally, I'll have a beginner and an advanced in each packet. Thank you for joining me. I hope you'll like and subscribe and visit ogforall.com for all of your structured literacy needs. Simple rules, serious results. That's OG.